Talk about the top
No,
spot.
I'm chilling.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Spill episode number 5. Today we got on Shotty Shane, aka Shannon, and Kobe Gold. Young Gold.
He just does it dirty, man.
Welcome boys.
How you doing?
What's going on?
It's been planned for a long time.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you to finish your film clip.
Yeah.
So what's dropping? What's the song called? What's it about?
Whip It. Filmed it on Friday, so today's Sunday.
Chinatown. We did in Chinatown, we met up on Gouda Street, went to a car park, did a couple scenes there, went down to Moonta Street, you know the little parade that's there?
Yeah,
did a scene walking down it, with all the people just looking at us.
Everyone was like, what the fuck? Us were moving out our way.
That's
it
cool,
was good.
Yeah, it was cool. And
Totally hell different feeling.
yeah, 100%, because usually we've just done it in fucking parks, or at least for me, because this is his first video, but...
Yeah, it was in public. It was
yeah, it was a hell public one compared to anything else I've even done.
we did one fucking in front of the lines with cars going past.
Yeah.
Cars just looking at us.
Yeah. And what car park were you on top of in that last little bit?
It was on
You'll know.
Grove Street, opposite Chinatown. It's
Yeah.
there's a bus thing underneath,
Yeah.
but no, it was fucking sick. I went scouting before that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find good spots.
It looked killer. So what kind of got you boys into
Music.
rap, into hip hop? What do you class yourself as? Rappers? Musicians? Hip hop? What's the genre?
I'd say rapper.
Rapper?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say
you?
rapper.
Yeah, rapper.
But you got kind of a more of
It's
Kid
rap
Laroi type
singy
style.
shit, but rap genre.
Yeah, nice.
Hip hop.
So what brought you into that?
Shall I go first, or do you want to
Yeah,
go first,
you
mate?
go first.
Shit, fucking, when I was, I think year 5, Mum showed me Eminem.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was like, oh, hectic, this is it. So even the same year, I was even started writing then. I was like, yeah, Eminem, he's done it for me. And then even just it grew older, year 6, year 7, I just started listening to NWA, heaps of old school stuff. And then as soon as I got to high school, that's when I just started listening to all the new school kind of rap and all that kind of stuff.
Or
and
Cursor and stuff? Or not?
No, that kind of but that kind of got in maybe year 10 or something when I started my mate Jyles always used to play it. Used to play all the old school Oz rap. I only really got into Oz rap around then, hey. I never really...
Yeah, the
I
sort of
come up
music
with
that you listen to.
Yeah,
it's what you create.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really come up off Oz rap, but even now I play Oz rap all the time and shit like that. But
yeah, so what do you if you don't have your license, hey?
Nah, I mean I got my L's. I'm driving a moped around. I'm driving that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's your go-to? If you're just kicking back, what music do you put on? You wouldn't play your own music, would you? Nah,
but even if it comes on, I don't go to the next song. I love it because that's the thing. Because I always have a thing where it's before I'm posting songs, it's if I wouldn't listen to this song if it came on, I'm not gonna post it. You know what I mean?
Facts,
so
yeah.
that's also a big thing. That's one of the things before I post a song or something. It's would I listen?
Yeah,
to
that's
this?
a good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
100%. It was if I don't want to listen to this song, I'm not gonna post it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not worth it because it's not coming from
Exactly.
You don't enjoy it yourself.
Do you get sick of your own music? I tell you what, I'm fucking sick of all my songs. I've listened to them at least.
Yeah, that's the thing because you only got a couple out at the moment now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Even before, the one we got coming out, dude, I've listened to that shit so many fucking times.
Yeah.
But you produce your own stuff though, eh? You do it yourself.
I got a mate, shout out TDD.
Yeah.
He fucking produces my shit, makes beats.
Yeah, sick.
He's been making beats for 4 years.
Yeah, that whip it beat that we just did the music video for, that beat is insane. I always thought that came off YouTube or something, man. When I heard that I was
that one
Jesus.
did.
Oh, there you
Whip
go.
it. But it sucks because you got to pay for ones off YouTube to get the fucking license.
Yeah, no,
rights
100%.
and shit.
Yeah, bro, the back of it again, they you know that the song where we're all in the bloody a bando and it was all just
the church one with the
Yeah,
license
yeah. That was fucking, bro, the beat was $270.
Well, just to use it.
Yeah, because
hell.
it was the same guy who made Stitches, but then by the time I recorded that song and went to buy it, he got signed by a label.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Because he's from the UK.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Jesus Christ, the prices just went up, man. Because it was $70 for Stitches and then $270 for that. It was the cheapest option. I was like, bro.
Well,
I was like, fuck, that's alright.
that's cool. That's cool glowing up, that one.
Straight up, yeah, 100%. And it worked out. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
17 still.
19.
Oh, you're 19.
Yeah.
So you're an adult. Yeah, I was gonna say because you're 17. You're a youngster.
I'm an adult.
Yeah. Nah, no,
I don't know, right?
no, that's crazy.
But it's good though because then
more
I don't
time,
know.
man.
More time.
You might as well start when you're younger.
And when did you start?
Like proper writing and recording music.
Well, shit, that's the thing, I was like writing since year 5, but then it was always like on and off, so it was like, I'd like write for like a year, and maybe not write for a year, write for 6 months, and not write for 2 years, right? It got hell on and off throughout my teens and stuff until like, I'd say like, maybe 2 years ago? 2 years ago is when I started like recording at home and stuff though, but I've been in the studio for like just over a year.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? So that was like just over a year is when it started getting like proper like serious. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
It's really good, man, because
Yeah.
the
But
music that's been coming out for over a year is still
100%. But that's because I've been doing it for like, that's what I mean, I've been doing it on and off. I dropped a song when I was in like year 8.
Yeah.
And it was alright, like it was just like, you know, standard shit, but it was just like, you know.
30.
So
30 on the go, yeah, 30 on the go. If you remember that one.
Do you know what Kobe does? Because like
We have different fucking like creative processes.
Yeah.
but like we pulled up the other day to Grant's.
Yeah.
And he's in his car rapping and making his own music.
Yeah, he
do you
said
do that?
No, I'll do it in my backyard or like in my room or something and like write and do it there, but because
car-
he's recording in his car.
Yeah,
so it's like for the
but
sound and shit, but when I
Our car's like
record,
naturally
it's just the
sound
booth.
treated.
Yeah. So you go straight to a studio.
Yeah, I do it straight in there.
So
You
is that
write
what you
obviously
wanna
at
work
home
up
and
to?
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes right in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get into like a flow and
100%. Sometimes it's like shit. I write a little bit too less, so I've got to do it like
Sort something out.
Yeah.
What puts you in that mentality to sit back and write? Do you have to drink, have some smoke? Like,
Luckily not. Luckily it's actually pretty decent. Like luckily because either way like.
Imagine you're dependent on you had to get high every time.
Exactly,
you
like it's probably not the best fucking thing to do.
No,
Even some
no
people in
way.
the studio have to be like, you know, drunk or have to be cooked in the studio so for them to be able to like do it and stuff. But yeah, I've luckily, because I just love music anyway, so it's like I'm always feeling music, whether it's listening to or writing it, it's always like, you know.
so what do you have, like shit come to your head and you quickly rip out your notes?
Yeah, I even got a like thing on my notes called like Mad About Bars, which obviously isn't like a Mad About Bars that I'm doing like the, you know, the UK thing, but it's just like, if I just come up with something, I'll just write it in there quickly. It was just one line, and usually I have to change it up because it won't fit to the beat, but you just change it up and you know what I mean?
It's good to get that.
Exactly,
lyric
get
down.
like the idea of it down. Yeah,
that's why I can't write. I've tried to write before, but I fucking get on the mic and it just does not fit to the beat. I get on there, I whip up a beat and I just freestyle, I mumble shit, like doesn't even make sense.
And then you're like, that was good.
I prioritise like the melodies, like the sound of it. Yeah. And then I go in after and add lyrics and make it make sense.
I've seen people do that, man.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that. But even if you write and it doesn't exactly fit the beat, like add little words in, like in between.
Yeah.
Like if it's like, you know what I mean? If it doesn't fit the whole beat, like add little words in to make it slightly longer. Because even a simple word like the or as will make it like stretch longer, and you know what I mean? Or emphasize a word longer, like you say a word like slightly longer or something. Like they're so weird. It's all like either it's pronunciation, add an extra word, like certain shit can just make
the flow's so important.
Yeah, it can change, and that's the thing. It can change the flow and make it like fit to the beat and
That's
stuff like
what's
that.
cool about like when I saw Kobe writing or recording or whatever the hell you call it. He would just listen to the beat and like feel the beat and then just rap, but not even like you say. Some of the times you're not even rapping. You're just like vibing to the song. You're just like vibing to the song. You're feeling that feeling that beat, and then that's what will get you into that mindset. And then you add a few words, and then you like chop it if you need to, or like you'll spit a bar, and then you go, oh, I don't like half of that. Or
you go through and you fucking do like big takes. Like you do like
I do big takes.
I go bar by bar. Because
well.
I'm coming up with it as I go.
You
I do one bar like a couple times till I get it right, till I get it all making sense and shit.
And that's the thing, I couldn't even tell that when you told me you record like that. I was like, what? Like I couldn't even tell it's done like that when you
That's
hear
just
the
how I
songs.
started doing it.
He's held cricket. Have you seen him on his laptop doing it?
Nah.
Chop, snip, chop, snip.
It's a good skill to have. Like it's a good skill to have to be able to like master and like do all your shit on your computer, like without having. Because if I didn't have Deezer, shout out to Deezer. If I didn't have him like in the studio, like helping me, like doing all the mixing and mastering, bro, I'd be like, fuck, I don't know what. Like I'll watch him on the computer, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, I'm glad I'm the rapper.
Me and Jyles went to his to train in the gym.
Yeah.
We ended up in your car
For a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone got out, and I was still in there.
Yeah.
And I was
Because
just
those earphones, and you have that little bit of like audio, like it changes your voice.
audio
and
like enhancement.
Got all the fucking plugins,
It makes you
effects.
feel like you're some like. When you've got the earphones on
Yeah.
and hear yourself, it makes you sound like a rapper, even if you're just talking.
Yeah, well,
so like, you just had a
effects
beat,
stacked up.
you just had a beat going, and I was just talking to you, and I felt like I was rapping.
This is vibey.
This is vibey,
nice.
it's
Yeah,
just
because you're vibing
talking
to that.
because of that enhancer you had on your whatever you had on was fucking cool.
How long does it take for you to record a song normally?
Like a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why. So for anyone that's heard my shit, I've recorded it all at home. Like every one of my songs made it in my fucking car.
Young Gold.
Yeah, that's pretty
what
crazy.
What is it?
Man.
Young Gold.
Young Gold.
Yeah.
On Spotify, everything.
Instagram. Yeah.
But yeah, I've never gone to a studio. I will soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to. We'll get him to Deezer soon. We'll get him in.
When
there.
I'm by myself, I don't know. Just the workflows. I love it.
So your song that you have together, Got a Dream. You're in a studio. You're not.
Yeah.
And you just combined it.
Same with Whip It.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Him and F6
Why
are in
don't
the
you go to the
studio.
studio?
Because he'll have it all. He'll have it all recorded already, and then just send it to us. And then it's just. But he's for Whip It. He sent like the stems, so he sent like the beat, his voice, and everything to Deezer, and
he mixed it for free. So it sounds professional.
Exactly, and Deezer just did everything for that. But 100%. But even Deezer was saying like, because when I was recording Got a Dream, he was like, who is this? It sounds like the Kid Laroi, man. Like, this is hectic. And I was like, and he was like,
everyone said,
because
I don't think you're a rapper. I think you're more.
Melodic.
Well, I don't know.
Kid Laroi is.
Like, you know how I said the sort of
I
music.
think he even classifies himself a rapper, right?
Yeah, well, Kid
not.
Laroi was. no, honest. Have you heard Kid Laroi's earlier stuff?
Yeah,
His earlier stuff.
Kind of, but wasn't
it's actual good, bro.
Really? I was gonna say I thought it was
one of
his
questionable.
One of
Well,
his
like
first,
Blessings and that.
Yeah, like his early stuff. The stuff
that
that's
was the
on
shortest
YouTube.
hit. Like that's why my music sounds the way it does.
Yeah.
Because the sort of music I listen to is like fucking Juice WRLD, Kid Laroi, that sort of
Well,
shit.
Blessings was one of Kid Laroi's first drops.
No, I think he was doing heaps on SoundCloud before that, eh?
Yeah, I think he had a different name.
Yeah, it was it was
Yeah,
like
but
totally
like,
different.
When he went over to YouTube, because I scrolled to the bottom of his YouTube,
Yeah.
I was like, because I watched a little documentary of him, and he was
They
just
probably deleted all his real old ones.
he was just a Sydney street kid like you boys. Just
Well, he was on
running
No
amok in the
Jumper.
streets.
Do you know why he blew up from Australia? Because No Jumper.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I've seen that vlog where he goes through and he fucking.
Kid
He's
Laroi.
like 12.
Yeah, he's hell young.
And they're just walking through like Sydney.
Yeah, because they. I don't know if they heard his. They must have
That's
heard his
what I
music.
seen through the alleyway.
He seemed cooked as man when I watched it. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
he's like, he's like,
And then a couple years later.
Bro, I'm not
That's
a.
crazy.
I like Kid Laroi, right? But I'm not like that big of a fan that I'd go to his show. But I went to his show because he's our age. That motherfucker.
That was nuts.
But it's
You went,
Yeah.
bro. I just like going and like. I think I've got like a bit of autism. Like I have to see things to believe it.
Yeah.
Like I was at the museum the other day and I had to touch the stuff. Don't touch. I don't care. I'm touching it. You know what I mean? I seen it there in front of me.
Oh, so he walked up to the stage and started touching Kid Laroi.
He's like a hologram.
But I had to see it. I had to
bullshit.
see it. Like that kid's our age up there, traveling the world, doing what he loves. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
like, if you've seen that No Jumper video, he was so fucking dedicated.
Yeah.
Like, he's telling everyone, that was when his music still sounded shit, and he's like, I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world, gonna do all this shit. And he's fucking done it.
But it's record
It's all
label.
about dedication.
I feel like it's the record
Manifestation,
label.
man.
Yeah, that's way. But I also feel like the record label, like, he always gets called like an industry plant and things like that.
Yeah,
Like-
because he's making that. He's
he's
almost
blown up
making
so
a
quick.
new genre, but
yeah.
taking like Juice WRLD because he wasn't necessarily on the radio, but you know what I mean. He wasn't played on the radio when he was like. But Kid Laroi has taken a little bit from Juice, a little bit from what he does, and he's rapped it, and now he's got the label, and they're sitting on that say, push that, push that, because they.
He's going how pop now.
Yeah, they're taking that
Yeah.
underground and pushing it out, and then he's obviously developed further from that again.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And it's just crazy. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
the record labels do a lot, man. Because they've got so many
Take your
connections
fucking
and all that
profits.
stuff where it's like
Take 90% of your royalties.
sketchy, cunts.
Well, they know what-
sketchy.
they
We're
know
talking
what's-
about learning from it, and you're just talking. No, it takes a profit off me.
Well, they know
But
what's
they do,
popular.
they put you on, they do
Yeah.
advertising.
It's no different
get
than
your
government,
shows
bro.
and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we'll help you. Nah, we're gonna shaft you.
The government.
Some of them can, man. Some of those record labels proper do shaft you, bro.
Oh,
So-
That's why I said if you ever get a contract,
Yeah,
take it to a lawyer.
100%, 100%.
Look, read the fine print because they fuck you over sometimes.
100%. I was talking to him in the car
Yeah,
about
man,
it.
that's
He
what
asked
happened
me.
at Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, straight up.
Mhm.
What happened?
Well, like something like that. He got signed, and they were taking like a massive cut of all his hard work.
Yeah.
I read something like the artist keeps 8% of what they
Yeah, that's
make.
crazy.
That's horrid, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like. I was talking to him in the car because he asked
Something
me if
like
I'd
that.
ever signed to a label, and I was like, it'd have to be pretty ideal, like, because sometimes they even
contract.
take. Yeah,
He's
I know,
already
like,
been offered like small labels and shit, and he's like, nah,
It was just
stay
hell. It
independent.
wasn't even like a full record label, but it was just like a small type of one where it's just like, you know, mainly for like, what's the word?
Next key.
Yeah, but it's like mainly for like
Upcoming.
Like exposure.
Exposure.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
word. Like
yeah,
exposure,
yeah.
like to help just give you exposure and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it was kind of just like
So they put you out there a little bit under their own name.
100%, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like nah, we're kind of doing it already. Like, you know
it's
what I
an
mean?
agreement.
100%.
They just put you out on a different platform.
Yeah, like no money or anything like
Yeah.
that, but it's just like something, another little platform that gets your name out
Yeah,
to
that's it.
new people. But it's kind of like we're already kind of doing it. You know what I mean? We're already kind of getting the decent amount of exposure. So it's like
Well, that's
Might as well
the
give it
thing,
more
man. With the
time.
world we're in right now, you just can do it yourself. Back then, you
exactly
needed,
back you
Yeah,
did
with
that.
back
the
then
internet,
you needed
man.
someone.
100%.
Like ABK Records, like
225.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like back old school, like you needed a big organisation to
100%.
push you out there.
That's because there was no
YouTube,
Spotify
man,
and
like 3,000 views on YouTube in 2010 was like 3 million views now.
yeah.
And
know what
nowadays
I
you
mean?
got TikTok, you post something, fucking millions of views.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even
You know-
mean anything.
Yeah.
And that's another
It
thing.
legit, it doesn't.
Half of those views on TikTok don't mean fuck all.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
how
I
many
think it's
views
such
do you
a-
have on your Pie-Cost account?
Oh, I reckon I just hit like 14.7 million.
Yeah, exactly right. But
For
it doesn't
what?
mean anything.
What, you don't get money or
For
anything
what?
like that?
What is it?
Do they pay you?
Nah, well, everyone's asking me what a pie cost is.
I don't know what it is, man.
What's a Pie-Cost?
What? Are you
What?
stuttering?
I have no clue.
A pie cost?
No.
What do you mean, no? You don't know what it is?
No.
A Pie-Cost?
You haven't seen my TikTok?
No, I don't think so. Have I? Maybe I have it. I just didn't know.
What's
I barely use that app, man. Straight up.
No?
Yeah.
If it's,
fuck
not
TikTok.
if it's not Instagram or something, I don't know.
That's a whole nother fucking...
It's the same as the duck dude.
The duck?
Duck dude.
Duck dude.
What?
What's duck do?
Quack quack.
Serious?
I was so confused.
14.7
Right,
million views
so
for.
this bloke goes around with his little camera and goes up to someone and goes, "Hey, have you got a pie cost?" And they'll be like, "No, what the fuck's a pie cost?" And he'd be like, $4.50 with sauce. And this cunt has like 15
You
million
asked me
views on
what's a
TikTok.
pie cost.
15
So
million
I'll
views.
say to you, hey, I'm going to the bar. You want me to buy you a pie cost? And you'll be like, the fuck's a pie cost? And I'll turn around and say, $4.50 with sauce.
But people on TikTok are bored.
Oh. What the fuck?
I've gone viral, bro. I got like 14 million views all up. I just hit over half a million likes. And I just got you live on the pod.
No.
I actually did. I got you a duck dude.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You said, what's a
I
duck
got-
dude?
I
I said,
got-
quack quack.
Yeah, I got done.
But see what I mean? Like, those
That's fun.
500,000 likes, if that was on a different platform,
I've never
that
seen
is a
it.
big thing. That's
Yeah,
a big thing. 500,000
100%.
likes on another platform that's not TikTok.
Yeah, 100%.
But because everyone on TikTok's getting all these views, all these likes,
All the time.
it doesn't mean...
And you don't make shit. I thought I was going to make money. Like, that's a lot of views.
You monetized?
Have you got anything back from it? Like, not
I
money.
don't, there's a thing there I can click. Well, I think once I hit 10,000 followers, then I can click this certain thing,
And get monetized.
and then you can get gifts and
Are you
shit.
verified?
Gifts.
Yeah, like people can gift you. I don't know.
but you'd be able to get a monetization on TikTok, and then they'll pay you per certain views.
Who
But
hook us up, bro?
well, you don't have 10,000. No, but it's the same. But
Same
even,
as YouTube.
It's
yeah,
the
same
as
concept,
YouTube,
but
same
YouTube
as
pays
amount.
heaps more. That's why, like, when I see your YouTube and like the views you get, if you run up those subscribers,
That's what I mean. I have to get the subscriber count up.
and then you can be monetized, and you can class that as an
Yeah,
income
yeah,
and have
yeah,
an ABN
yeah.
on that, and that's
100%.
another way to tackle
100%.
your music.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
I've even had a look at that, and it was saying like you need like a certain amount of watch hours,
Yeah,
certain amount of subscribers.
4,500 watch hours.
Yeah, I think it's something like
Yeah,
that.
in
And
a
because
year.
it's music videos, it's like fucking only 3 minutes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like shit. Like I need a lot of fucking views
Lot
on
of
there
views
for it
to rack it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Because there's
What do you reckon?
short
Like,
videos.
start vlogging your day. Because when you get fans, bro, people will watch anything. They'll watch you cook food.
That's the
Go
thing.
about your day.
You know,
So you wanted to do it around
Yeah.
rapping though,
Bro,
you wanted to build
Spaniard's
that.
fresh out of jail. He's just taken over.
Yeah,
taken
Have you seen
over
his
He
food
was,
channel?
he was at F6's gender reveal.
Yeah, people said that.
Really?
I met
Apparently
him.
he's real
Spaniard.
awkward to talk to.
Yeah, he was very introverted.
You told me that.
Yeah,
But
I
he
was,
has a podcast.
I was talking to him. Yeah, I know, bro. When I was watching his podcast, I was
Shout out Spaniard.
like, yeah, shout out Spaniard,
Like,
lad.
Remember that?
Bro,
Spaniard.
He's all I listen to. I've gone from Joe Rogan to
Yeah,
Spaniard
yeah, straight
when
up.
it comes to podcasting.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, I love
Spaniard's a
podcasts.
G.
Yeah, no, he's a sick cunt. But that's the thing. When I watch his podcast, I'm like, what the hell, man? Like when I was there, he was like just hell quiet, man.
Well, he said
quiet.
still to this day, I have never gone to a birthday. I've never gone to a wedding.
Well, we came to the gender reveal.
Yeah, so he must have lied. Span, you were calling you out.
Yeah.
Lied, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because he's fresh out. Like, he's been in jail a long time.
And that's probably why, man.
He
Because I was like,
have been.
because the only thing that I was like thinking when he was eligible, I was like, fair enough, man. He's done how many years in jail, just spending time with himself. Like,
Jail
obviously,
would
he's not
fuck
going to be
you up.
outgoing, and he was in there for a good amount of years, wasn't he? Like,
Jail
I don't
didn't
know.
fuck him up. Jail made him.
Yeah.
Little
He
sick
came
came
out
out of jail and made fucking
No,
jail.
like,
So.
it made him in there. He's actual. I've listened to all his podcasts now. Sometimes I even replay him. Oh,
Wow.
awesome character.
Do you watch No Jumper?
No, I don't know what that is.
Really?
It's basically like podcasts, but they interview rappers.
It's sick, and even not even
welcome
rappers.
to the
just
Jumper.
like, yeah. it's mad. It's pretty
Welcome
big
to-
too, man. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it.
No.
They're massive, bro. They're
No.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to support you boys because you're from Adelaide,
Nah, hectic.
and it's like
100%,
I've wanted to have you on ever since I started the spill.
Yeah.
Because you showed me, we were on the way to. I always knew you were a rapper,
Yeah.
and always like you were into music when I met you. And
I'll
then
always play your shit.
on the way to get my XR6, on the way to get my XR6, we had your song cranking, and then your verse, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. Bro, even to this day, that's one of the hardest
Bro,
verses
hard.
I've
Bro,
done.
that first
that-
bar
that's
was
it.
my
And that was my
life.
first song. I heard that.
Yeah,
and I
that
was
was,
like,
and
fuck
that
yeah,
was
this
his
is
first song.
killer.
Yeah.
Bro,
Because as soon
that-
as he sent it to me, I was like, what? This is Kobe.
Yeah.
Easy, bro. I'll hop on this. Easy. I was like, what?
Bro,
That's
that
not what I was
first
expecting.
bar is like my whole life. I got
Yeah.
a dream,
And in that dream,
that's
all of my boys done made it.
Yeah.
high up, and it was
Off the green every day, get
Faded.
faded.
that's what I want. I want all my boys to make it and
Yeah.
get high and off the green, and get
100%.
faded.
100%. 100%.
That's what I want. I want to make it.
100%.
It's
That's
one-
the dream, like, that's
It's
the
actually
dream.
one of your hardest bars.
100%, bro. That whole verse is just like, even when I was listening to it today, man, at my house, and I was like, fuck, like, even to this day, that's one of the hardest verses I've done for sure.
So for something like that, because it has been on another song, would you ever, like, obviously the beats different
Take it and
shit.
put it on another
but
song?
maybe not like a copy and paste as such,
Just
but
change
like,
it up a bit.
because for
Still
you know
your
Rops,
flow.
you know Rops. So he uses for a lot of his old songs when he was coming up and
Yeah.
getting like pretty big, heaps of exposure. Some of his old stuff, he took bars from his old songs and like interpret like.
I've seen artists do that, hey. But I'm also like, even the thing when it's like, because I even have old songs that I did, like back in the day, just recording in my house. And then when I got in the studio, people were like, oh, re-record this in the studio. But I was like, nah, I'd rather use that time to make better shit.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
develop
Use this studio time to make a whole new song, like a complete better one. And it's even kind of the same with using the like old bars. I'd rather use that time to just make bloody new ones.
Yeah,
you know
new
what I
ones,
mean?
yeah,
But then
yeah.
I guess it's gonna get to an extent when you're like bloody Kanye or some fucking artist who's been around for all those years, where it's like, how many bars can you
Yeah,
do?
how many bars
Like
can you
you've got like 50 tracks, and
Yeah.
it's like
That's
you know
my
what I mean?
worst nightmare, to not be able to come up with like new shit.
Yeah, but
As if you've made that many
It
tracks.
barely.
But that's a long way away.
That
Yeah,
would be the
very
hardest
far,
thing
man.
about being an artist and being a musician. Running
Staying
out of
creative.
like that.
Staying fresh.
Yeah.
100%. But even so far for me, I actually haven't even had that problem, and I've done a good amount of tracks so far. Like
and you don't feel like
Yeah,
it's,
no.
none of your bars are like repetitive, which is good.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
because someone that like I listen to them a fair. Like I go back to your old shit too, and then come, go to your new stuff, and then
Yeah.
like hover around between the two.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's good. Like you don't hear any repeated bars. You don't hear even like flows. Obviously, you've naturally got your own flow, but you'll never like take something from another song, which is
Yeah.
good. So that's why I
Yeah,
asked you
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, because I was like, you just
100%.
don't do it.
Yeah, 100%. Because I always just like, I don't know, just keep things fresh. But it's also never been like something where it's like, oh, I gotta make sure this is like something completely fresh. It kind of just happens. As long as the beat's different.
The ones that happen
something new will
naturally
happen,
turn
yeah.
out being the best
Exactly,
ones.
man. The things that just like naturally, like even bloody, I think even this new one, I posted a video today, Sunday, Run Up a Bag on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Plug that. Plug it.
Plug
Go.
it, lad. Yeah, Run Up a Bag. Fucking just came out today on YouTube. Make sure you go check it out. It'll be on Spotify and like the streaming platforms in like a week or two. Just got to keep it on YouTube for a bit, get the maximum amount of views.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but
Yeah.
you put it elsewhere.
Because if I want to listen to the song video,
True,
you know what I mean?
true.
Because then
And the
it,
film clip.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna steal
man.
that idea.
Yeah.
Put my video up for like a week.
Well,
I might only do it for a couple of days though. So what if people forget about it by the time a week goes past?
No, but then,
Nah,
then,
you
then but then you post the audio and then it's like back in people's minds. You know what I mean?
that's the issue.
It's like
with
another
the,
drop.
That's the issue with
Double
the
drop.
podcast. I've like racked up like a few views on YouTube, and now I've just dropped it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everyone's already listened to it. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a hard thing. I've always thought about it. Like,
Just try different shit.
Having things on Spotify, like podcasts on Spotify and stuff would be like, that'd be much harder to get views and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
there's no exposure.
Bro, no one wants to
on
listen
this.
to us talk. Who are we? Do you know what I mean?
And if they would, they'd much rather look at
that's
it.
the whole
That's why I
point of your
that's the whole point
podcast.
of my podcast, because we are just fucking a bunch of young Adelaide fucking blokes just chatting shit.
100%.
And that's what it's all about.
For
you know what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
So
Yeah, for sure.
That's why we wanted to do it.
Shout out the spill. Shout out all the boys.
Shout out
going
the
on.
spill.
The spill
Yeah,
pod.
fact. Today we run off a bit of shit audio. I couldn't get all the shit connected, but we made it work.
Making it work. Pushing through.
I almost pulled out this morning because of some family issues.
Yeah,
But-
that was
I
scary,
was
man.
spewing, I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck's
Yeah, but
going
then
on?
you know what? I went outside and had like 2 beers, right? And I was like, nah,
Got to do
we're
it.
gonna do it.
Got to pull
'Cause,
through.
yeah, no, I love it. It's good shit.
100%.
Like, I know you a little bit, but like I've been trying to not to get to know you,
Just so we can do it on the
I
podcast.
could learn, just so I could learn your story on the podcast.
No, 100%.
So
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I know you're massive on your postcode and your boys, your area. Kensington.
Yeah.
6'8".
Tell us a little bit about that.
6'8".
6'8".
Yes, these. Yeah, it's nothing like even like, you know, nothing crazy, but it's
Not a
like
crew.
shit. When I smoked my first bong, it was in Kensington every weekend. Go Kensington, you know what I mean? Go to the Oval, go to the mate's house there. Like it was just.
It's a big thing, eh?
Yeah, it was just everyone just go there, and then it always
It's home.
Exactly, and it was always just a bloody thing. Like everyone lived around the corner and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was always just a thing for us. Even when I was like fucking, you know, like 14, 15.
Is that your
like,
postcode?
around the corner? It was like.
Yeah.
So what is it?
2-minute drive.
5068.
Kensington 5068.
Shout out Kensington boys
Shout them out.
and girls. That's killer.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens in our generation. Everyone's big on postcodes. Like I was 51 away, SHB, Salisbury Heights boys.
Yeah. So it was that like but
It's just like your home. This is my home, bro.
yeah,
Don't
it's
touch my
nothing.
hood.
Yeah, it's nothing like yeah. What's it, gang in this bitch? Like
Yeah, it's
something
not a
crazy
gang.
like that. It's just like shit. Everything started there. You know what I mean? We did our first music. Even the music videos we did them there. The first time I even recorded a song, it was legit at my mate's house in Kenzie. And then I had a mate reach out to me. And he even lived in Kensington when I recorded at his house. You
It's
know what
just
I mean?
become
Like,
your brand.
exactly
60s.
like yeah, and it's just and then exactly, and then it kind of just came into a brand and stuff.
And you've already made it. I think you've already made it. It's fucking insane.
Not
music.
yet, man, not
but
yet,
when
man.
you make it hard,
Yeah.
you look back, Kensington, you know.
Nah, exactly, 100%,
That's the whole
100%,
thing. It always
100%.
starts
For
somewhere.
sure. And it's not like it's like some poor ass area or some shit like fucking hell, but it's like it's just
Yeah, it's just
where it started, man.
it's
You know
just
what I
a
mean?
spot.
It's just a spot where everyone used to go and link up and everything. You know what I mean? So
Well, Adelaide's small, so everyone knows. Like, if you rep like an area or just like it's not. It's just like where you're where you're from.
So who
It's good to
home.
Yeah, it's good to recognise
exactly, man. And and then other people started recognizing as like, oh, okay, so these guys are over there, like
Yeah, but that's when it starts drama and shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. It can.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Can be in drama, but even not drama wise, like it can just be like, like not even like just beef or drama wise. It can like just people just recognize that area with you, or you would like, you know what I mean? It's just people recognize, you know what I mean?
Put two and
And then when you're
Exactly.
up, everyone will fucking be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
5068.
exactly, man,
Yeah.
exactly, bro, exactly, man. Like
No,
it's
it's
just,
good. I think it's a perfect thing for an artist to have like a motto, you know, like that, like 6'8".
for sure, and even at the shows, man, when we go like 6 what, when I say 6 what, you say 6 like that is it's
That's-
crazy,
you say
it's
what?
crazy,
It's a
mad.
vibe.
Yeah, when I say 6 what, you say 6 6 what,
6
6
Ds.
6 Ds. What's
No,
Ds?
60s.
6 Ds.
60s.
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 Well, I thought it's 6'8".
Yeah, but 60, like, cause 60, you know what I mean?
It's just
Only east side. I swear it's only east side where it has
60.
its 506.
Yeah, true. So you're in the 60s.
Yeah, well,
oh yeah.
in
area.
post, yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you?
So we're just eastern.
Yeah, but 50 what?
70.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
You're in the 7s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I'm
you're
sure.
I didn't even know that, man. I thought it was a double.
Yeah, but no, but that's the thing. It's like, but that area further up is still like your 60s.
Yeah, like even where
It's
I
just
live,
east side as well. Like
yeah,
that was the biggest
100%.
thing. It's like, well, when someone's like, oh, where do you live? Oh, east side or
Yeah.
north side. Or,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
And even like Nord and all that stuff is like just down the road, and that's
Yeah.
like what? I think that's like
East side.
6 or 6 7 or
Yeah,
something.
it's-
Postcode repping.
Yeah, like a something like that.
It's just an area that we like grew up in. I grew up in the same area as well,
Mm.
like just around that way.
I've always been north. Like when I was mates with you, I was like, it's kind of a Port Rush Road. What the fuck are you doing on Port Rush Road, bro?
Cool out there, Adelaide. Yeah, no, straight up.
Why is he exposing me, bro?
You're lucky it's a massive road.
No, not really. He's narrowed the fuck
Bro,
down. You know my postcode, you know my fucking...
Oh, you know the seven.
It won't take long to find out what my car looks like.
Bro, every morning when he goes to work, it's life or death. Pulling out of his driveway, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
Yeah, killer, Jordan.
Yeah.
So, Kobe, where did you start? Why did you start music?
So I don't know. I was never like always dead set on I want to do music. I never really knew what I wanted to do, to be honest. But I always loved music. Like fucking love music. Like, as I said, listen to Juice WRLD, that sort of shit. That's why my music sounds the way it does.
Because you're influenced by them, hey?
Yeah.
So is that who you look up to?
Yeah, that sort of like melodic vibe, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was 2020 when I started making music, which is like 2 years ago now.
I remember everyone was like, Kobe wants to be a rapper.
Yeah, it started off as a piss take.
Yeah.
And then I remember it was remember when we went up the river for Easter?
Mm.
That's when I started taking it serious. I don't know what happened. I was just like, I just decided like, fuck it. You only live once. You got one shot.
100%.
Who gives a fuck? Just
And you're
put
young,
it
man.
out.
Yeah.
I
And you're young,
brainwashed
bro.
you a bit that weekend too.
That's probably what it was as well. Like,
Because I sat down with you and Finn and like...
he put us onto all this shit.
We had solid conversations, because I'm big on that too, because I wasn't working back then. I was hell big on, you got one shot, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, like you don't want to be old with all these regrets. Like,
Wishing
I
we
should
did
have done this.
100%.
Especially if
Could
you
have
love it,
done
man. Especially if you love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it 10 times easier too.
That's why I do YouTube as well, same concept.
Because
It's
like, it's not even work to you boys, because you love it.
100%.
Yeah,
Exactly, man. 100%.
So what's the end goal for both of you?
Fucking just keep going.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. Just
That's
keep grinding, and then
Enjoy
wherever
the
it ends
journey.
up, be a
100%.
good spot.
Enjoy the journey, eh?
100%.
That's it.
100%.
You gotta enjoy the journey.
Yeah, the end goal. Gee, I couldn't even, who knows what the end goal is, honestly. Just,
Don't
Whatever.
have a goal. Just go as big as you can.
exactly, whatever
You
happens,
blow
happens,
past
man.
all your goals.
100%,
true,
100%,
yeah.
for
True.
sure.
You've
100%.
always
have
got to
little
have
goals.
that manifestation of I want to get to the top.
100%.
But
Yeah.
Jyles has taught me, like, just enjoy the journey. If you don't make it there, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
it's the journey that got you to where you
100%,
are.
100%. Yeah, exactly. Because even if music doesn't work out for me, there's been so many times where it's been like the music videos, studio sessions, and all that. It's just fun.
Best times of your life.
Exactly,
eh?
it's just fun, man. Like I can look back when I'm like
Yeah.
60 years old, just look back at like and just remember like this was just fun as man. You know what I
And
mean?
And it gives you something to do as well.
100%.
It will work
yeah,
for
for
you.
sure, for sure.
It will work for you.
Appreciate
I
it,
believe
man.
in you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so far so good, man. So far so good.
Well,
There's
it's-
nothing to complain about.
Everything, life's manifestation, man. If you believe in it, it's going to happen.
That's
Don't give a
it.
fuck
That's
what
it.
anyone says.
Yeah, fucking oath, bro. Fucking oath.
It's
So-
been proven that many times.
So what nationality are you? You told me he was Indian.
Hey?
I look at my mum's South African and my dad's Sri Lankan, so not far off, but it's just like it's just
Sri
an
Lanka's India, isn't it?
island off it.
I thought you were South African.
Mum is.
So did you grow up with both your parents?
Mum and dad split when I was like 2. I lived with mum, and then dad moved to Brisbane when I was like, fuck knows, man. Like, I think 10 max. I think it was even a
hell
little bit
early.
before that. Yeah, like hell early. But it's like chill. Like it's not like anything bad. Like he comes down and I see him and shit like that. But it was just, I don't know, a bit iffy and stuff like that. But it was just, yeah. Growing up, I was kind of like, yeah, fuck this cunt. You know what I mean? But like now, it's like it's chilled as like it's
You
good.
grow
man.
a lot. Hey?
Exactly. As soon as you get older, it's like, alright, you know, now I'm more of like a person than I was like when I was a kid. When it's a kid,
Yeah.
is you kind of like, you know what I mean? Even for him, it would have been like, oh, that is because it's just like, you know what I mean? Because like,
And what does he think about what you're doing?
he doesn't even know, bro.
No?
He doesn't even know I'm making
Really?
music.
But your
No.
mum loves it?
Yeah, mum loves it. Mum loves it.
Nice.
Mum's
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
always good, man. Having your mum or your parents support you.
100%. Yeah, like I don't know if I said in the podcast, it was even before, but
I think it was before.
Yeah, my first concert, I brought mum out on stage because I was like, you know, because she was there and I saw her on the side and I was like, you know, fucking get on here,
Get
man.
up
Like
here,
straight
man.
up, you got to get up.
That'd
on
be
here.
such a good feeling.
100%, it was sick, man, especially for her, because I remember even when I was a kid and everything, like writing and shit, and I was like, oh, mum, like, I want to do this, and she'd always be like a hell realist, like, you know, you gotta like,
Go to
bro.
school.
yeah, and like do all this, but now it's kind of like showing me like, oh shit, like she even came to the Gov the other night.
Did you
when we
finish school?
I went to Flow, which was like flexible learning
Me
option.
too.
Yeah, in like year 9 I went there.
Yep.
And and was just doing that. And now, even now, I'm 19. I'm like 1 year out of school. Like, I was in, I would have been, would have graduated last year. But I'm still doing my SACE. I'm doing like a Cert 3 business course at the moment. Just trying to finish it out and get the SACE. Because I doubt I'm going to go to uni, but it was just like, fuck, I want the option. So it's not like, I couldn't go to uni because I was a fuckhead, but I just want that, you know what I mean? I want the option to do it.
You might as well do it while you can, man.
Exactly, man, exactly.
You only get to do it once, so you might as well just finish it.
Yeah, no regrets.
Exactly, and I've got mates who have like, uni's just not an option, so it's just like, fuck it, man. And they're older and stuff like that, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, I'm still 19, like I can, even 1 year after school is not that bad, you know what I mean? Like, as long as I get the SACE, I'm happy, man. Keeps mum happy too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if, besides the rapping type stuff, what else do you want to, what other roads do you want to go down? Both of you. I know you want to get into like e-commerce.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's so good to get into.
I've always I've never wanted to be average.
Nah.
Like, respect to everyone that has a 9 to 5, but that's not for me. I
respect to everyone that's still asleep in the Matrix.
No respect to the fucking sheeple.
No, I respect the sheeple, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
If people wake up in a life that we're living in nowadays, 2022, and think, fuck, this is wicked. You fucking cooked.
Yeah, you're probably right. Compared to
you know what?
Compared to if you hear the stories from like, you know, people that were born in like the 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
The different like, you know,
rules.
Environment.
Just
everything. 100% rules, laws, everything. Everything was heaps toned down.
Wicked.
And then they've just like turned it up, and it makes it harder for us to just
live
and do whatever you want. But
like when
100%.
I speak to my dad about it, my dad goes, I hope I'm dead before then. Because they don't want to live the life that we're about to live. Because it's shit. We're in such a shit time.
It's risky.
Yeah. And like you either have a really good parent that wants to see you, like they want to better the future that you're about to live in, or you've got a parent, you know, like mine, who doesn't give a fuck what his children's future looks like.
The Matrix.
To an extent. Because they've been in the Matrix for so long, it's normal to them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to us, it's like, we don't want to live this way. Because they had a killer life, a lot of our parents.
Yeah, but now, because everyone's waking up, the elites, whatever you want to call them, they're cracking down, bro.
But it's also
why do you think they pulled that COVID shit?
But it's another thing. It's like, bro, from my mum, who's come from like, she came from South Africa, and so when she came here, she thinks everything is fine. Like, she's like,
yeah, she thinks this is amazing.
She thinks this is great compared to this. She thinks there's no problems. What? They want us to do this? Easy. That's no problem. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Because it's not, you know what I mean? That's like another
Which
way.
is what sometimes I fucking like, that hurts me. Like, because I think we're having a shit life right now. But I've always got in the back of my head, we've got it fucking really good.
Fucking easy, man.
But
like,
think about our problems.
Easy as, man.
Any other country, bro, like even America, man, like any other country is fucked compared to us, bro. Like straight up.
But it doesn't mean that we're not fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the way the world's going.
Yeah, the way the world's going as a whole. You know what I mean? So like, I'll always think like, fuck, I always post shit on Instagram like, the government's doing this and that to us. There's people out there starving and the government don't even care. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man. I mean, shit, yeah. Even this is the thing. I've had like similar talks with mum and shit. She's like, bro, in South Africa you don't get like healthcare or some shit. You know what I mean? Like everything is paid for. They don't give a shit about like anything, like shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like when she looks at it, she's just like, who cares?
This is easy.
This is like exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell her, and I'm like, nah. Don't care, like, you know what I mean? It's fine, trust me, like, you're cooked. She's just I'm cooked, you know what I mean? So.
It's just what we've been exposed to, hey? Growing up in Australia, we're like lucky, like you said, but that's why I think all of us are trying to get out of that rat race. You know, we don't want to just be like,
exactly.
You know, that's why you want to develop and make music and shit.
Escape the rat race.
Yeah, that's it, and that's why Jordan wants to do his podcast, I want to do my YouTube, you want to be a rapper?
100%.
That's the biggest thing, you just got to keep pushing for that. And if it's like, shit, at the start it might not pay the bills, but you know
100%.
what?
That's what makes it special.
Nothing's
Because everyone gives up.
100%.
The ones that pull through.
100%. That's when it makes it worth it.
Yeah,
so
nothing's easy.
just keep onto it, hey? Just like keep writing tracks, keep making, you know, clips and
doing the videos.
be engaged with what you're making, like your craft and stuff. That's the biggest thing. Being engaged and trying to develop, you know, like just like an army, like the Sixers. You know what I mean? Like it's
exactly,
like,
man.
Just exactly, like your boys, you got to run up. You got to
100%, bro.
put like you say, put all your boys on.
100%, man. 100%. Everyone that can come up, the better, man. Yeah. Everyone that can come up, the better. The more platform we can make for people, that's it. Yeah, for sure. That's the way to go.
It's like planting a tree now, so our grandkids can get shade underneath it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
man.
That's what I try to do. I want to build a better future for my kids.
But you also have to have shade for yourself. That's the thing. It's all well and good to like plant something, like you said, for example, you plant a tree. 50 years later, it's going to do something, but you need to, for that now as well, you need to run something up where you're putting something together
For
now.
sure, 100%.
You can't just wait for a rainy day to have that tree to grow. You have to like put in that work, that effort, those hours.
Definitely.
And just keep pushing for it, because you know what? No one else is going to do it for you. You got to do it yourself.
100%.
It's not just going to fall into your lap. Otherwise, it would have
100%.
already happened, I reckon.
Exactly, man. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Straight up.
Alright, do you want to, did you ask questions on Insta?
I'll have a little look, eh?
Q&A time.
Bit of a Q&A.
And we'll play some of the music. What do you reckon?
Play Whip It.
Yeah, I won't copyright, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So what does it go with?
I don't even know, man. I don't know if it just happens automatically.
Can I-
It's DistroKid.
Can I use your...
Oh, shit.
No, it depends what
So can
boxes
I-
you ticked.
You know your license, like your licensing that you paid for a beat.
Yeah.
Can I play that
You can
on my
get-
shit?
Yeah.
Will I
think
get
so.
copyrighted for using it?
Nah,
You know what I mean?
because you can get like a limited lease or like you can buy it outright, but I just get like the limited ones where it's like
Same.
people can still buy it and use that beat.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, so you don't own the whole beat,
No.
but your rights for that beat are able to use it. So for
Yeah.
example, like, because you own that beat right now, you own that song.
yeah, but
You can
people
play
can
it-
but people can still buy it right now and use the exact same beat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you can play it on your own
When's
shit,
Whip
and
It
that's
coming
yours.
Yeah.
So when's Whip It coming out?
I don't know. The video's getting edited now.
Take like 1 to 2 weeks. To
Yeah,
get
1
back.
2 weeks. And then you got to schedule it. With music, it's weird. Like, if you want to put something on Spotify, unlike Instagram and YouTube, you can just upload it. Music, you got to, like, Spotify, you have to schedule it.
Yeah,
Like,
Spotify.
at least a month in advance.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, 6
Well, before
weeks.
it's out.
Even like
Really? Mine went straight on.
I mean, I did like 2-3 weeks before. Like I don't.
What'd
do
you
like
use
a
to
full
put it
month,
on?
but-
Anchor.
What is that? Is
So
that like a distro service?
It's like a podcast service, and it just as soon as you upload it to that, it goes straight to Apple Podcasts, straight to Spotify,
Yeah,
straight
to-
away.
Do you have to pay for that?
No,
No?
no.
I think it's. I mean, you can do it on Spotify. Like you can set it to the next day. You know what I mean? But it's better, at least like from what I've heard and people telling me, like for music at least, like the longer you schedule it. So if you schedule it like in a month's time, it's better because
The playlist creators have time to put your shit
exactly
in.
like Spotify will put it into playlists and they have time to go put it into certain
you
So
don't-
that's good for exposure too.
100%.
And
Because
that's
if
why
you go
you
into
probably-
Spotify playlist, perfect
Yeah,
man. Because
cheer.
there's so many random people that just
Discover
Yeah.
Weekly and shit like
Exactly,
that. Have you got
100%.
any of those?
How do you know?
You got like a Spotify for
Yeah.
artists,
Yeah.
bro. I'll have
You
a
can
search
see the
right now.
top playlist that you get streams from and
No
shit
shit.
like that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a killer app. You can see everything.
So it's like YouTube Studio where they'll tell you like where your views have come from.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Fuck
What's
yeah.
clicking.
2
like-
people listed now.
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking no.
There you go. Shout out to those 2 people.
Yeah,
Fuck
fucking
no.
oath.
Ready?
That's cool.
Shall I see if I can make the third?
Yeah, let's see how in sync it is.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think it's like
I've tried to do
full
that
accurate, but
before.
We'll see.
It just doesn't come up.
So this is
Yeah.
like analytics
You might have to
type
wait.
stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Refresh it? Because it's listening now, so it should be like...
Surely.
It should be
It
on.
registers after 30 seconds as a stream.
There you go. I'm going to listen to 30 seconds of it.
Still says 2. Oh, we're only 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, so this is Back At It by Shane, F6, the boys.
Yeah, this one's hard. This one's hard.
This goes hard, run it up.
and head back. Make sure I don't slip. I waste my time when I go take trips. I could be doubling up and rich. Back at it again, blacked out in the whip, just me and my friends. Ay, masked up on your ends, no need for a phone, no camera lens. Get to the bag and we do it again. We invest that dosh, every time that we spend. I could never leave one of my men, so I back my blood, leave your head with a dent. In pieces, it's broken. Then back to the trap, we're open, just like hazy, mixing potions. Flip that work and get that dough in. Chase that.
Hey, there you go.
Still says
So
2.
lied to me, bro.
Oh, no, it's not live, it's not
They lied to me. Calling out Spotify, like.
Yeah.
No, one of them stopped listening. Then Jyles got on it.
What are the chances, bro?
Bro, probably.
That's
That's funny,
insane, your music.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah,
Killer.
100%.
Bro, I'm
100%.
like fucking like diehard chiller and cursor.
Yeah.
You love Oz.
It's a whole different sound to it
Oz
as well.
rap.
It's a whole different sound to it as well.
Like, you play this English type shit, eh?
Yeah, just more like
English.
just
Haters.
what's
Yeah.
popular
Bro,
at the moment. You know what I mean? Like,
Even if you
it's
look at
such a
my
big
if you look at my
variety, bro.
playlist, it's kind of much like a similar thing.
I personally just love my country.
But do you know what the hardest thing about you coming up right now
Yeah,
and
fair
having
enough.
that style
It's the
is the
mainstream.
exposure of that many people doing it as well, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. But
Yeah,
not like
100%.
not
No, I know what you
stealing
mean.
your shit, not stealing anyone's shit, but like just that like
there's so many people doing it.
Yeah, there's so many people that want to push for it.
100%. You just got to make sure it's the best.
But it's good. What's his name? And he was at the show. He was at the first show that
Next
I
Next
to, yeah, bro. So what he's doing with like the Adelaide
with the club bangers and stuff,
yeah, bro,
and then raps over them.
100%. So that's like another.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's another, and that really gets like pumps in the club and like or like when we're out. That's really really good
for sure.
But what he's doing with like the ADL, you know how he's doing all the rappers on heaps of features and shit.
Yeah.
That shit's hectic because everyone will see that Adelaide. If they click on that
ADL,
and then they see like all these featured artists, that's when you get your exposure, and that's 100%,
hectic. For sure, man. Yeah, for sure.
It's a good way to put you
so
out.
One of your first
that's like
songs
a label.
It's like featuring.
He's running like a label.
Shotty.
Straight up.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
yeah. First song was
Shotty,
with me. First music video, me and F6, 100%. But that's because we're good mates with his stepbrother and stuff like that, and he linked it through it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So how many are there? Like, is there like kids or blokes your age fucking in the rap game?
There's quite a few. Like the Adelaide scene is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, what about Australia?
Fuck no. There'd be a good amount of cunts out.
Massive.
Fucking
Imagine the people that are rapping and
but
making
there's like
music.
millions.
But it's so hard to come
trying to rap
across.
Nowadays.
It's so hard to come across those artists though, because it's not mainstream.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
SoundCloud's like the best. Yeah. SoundCloud's like the best platform to like find.
It's like TikTok. Artists. It has an algorithm and shit. Yeah. You blow up.
Yeah,
and just be putting on playlists with other Adelaide, not Adelaide, but other Australian rappers.
100%, and that's why like when you, at least for me, like my songs on SoundCloud will get way more views than what it would on Spotify or anything, just because SoundCloud just spreads it out way more, and like people will listen to a song. And then the next song will be like a similar song, and then my song will just pop up or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
And
so it's like,
fuck it,
exactly. Because even when I was listening to SoundCloud, like I'd listen to a song, and then some random ass artist would come on with some random song, and I'd be like, "This is hard." And just add it to my thing. You know what I mean? So SoundCloud is like hell good for like exposure and stuff like that.
So how many like complete randoms do you have as a fan?
Fucking who knows, man. I've had a couple people come up to me.
People message you, or but like
I'll get a good amount of people messaging me, but I've had maybe like 4 or 5, nothing crazy, but I've had like 4 or 5 people discounting shows. Shows are a bit cooked because there's heaps of people coming up to me after the shows. Like, I don't know who they are.
Dabbing you up and shit.
Yeah.
But like in public.
Yeah, like proper in the public. Even the Royal Adelaide show, when I was just getting a bloody phone case with my mate and stuff like that. Someone came up to me and stuff like that. Like I've had like 4 or 5 people just come up to me out of like nowhere, and just be like, "Oh, Shotty Shane." I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's because your face is on all your shit. Too.
Exactly. Yeah, because I know at the start when I was like, I think the first video I was 17 or 18, and I had a mask on and stuff like that. Because I was just like, fuck, I'm not getting my fucking face out. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
It was new, eh?
Exactly, it was a new thing. And
that's why I'm keen to see this new film clip. Because all your music just has a car, you know, like...
Yeah.
It doesn't have your face.
No one's seen
album cover, but no, like...
That's why I got to get photos for my Spotify banner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just to put that face out there, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And my shit's a lot different, like... I'm in an American accent when I do it, and part of the reason is because like I wanted to take it like bigger than Australia.
Yeah, you don't just want to rap like a.
I don't even notice it was just American. I don't even just thought it was normal.
Well, should we?
It fucking comes out how it comes out, but it sounds American.
Should we
get some Young Gold?
Put a little bit on.
Yeah,
Young Gold.
This is the OG.
This is with Shotty as well. So
this is my first tune. Sent it to Shotty, and he sends this back.
Yeah. 100,000 smelling cheesy bitch straight from the bank. I don't know if I can cover bitch. No way. SO the plug, high as fuck every day. Okay, you smell this dank. 100,000 smelling cheesy bitch straight from the bank. I don't know if I can cover bitch. No way. SO the plug, high as fuck every day. Words on, here we go. I'm a night, oh my god. Lines out, real bird, and I hit it in the spot. One more night, fucking trust, bitch. Sit up on this. On the bunny, test my patience and go ba. Yeah, I bust all in her face. Intercepting with a foreign. Notice sipping all the race. I don't know if I should drink no more. I can't feel my face. High as fuck, I feel naughty, bitch. Let me have my space. Oh, I just got a dream. Straight to the top, ain't nobody left untamed. This ain't a game. I'm playing with my name. If it ain't what they do, it's on the game. Shotty, listen, oi, I got a dream. And in that dream there, all of my boys done made it. Half the green every day get faded. Flip that, man I flip those favours. Back of a cone then blaze it. Hop on the ped like goddamn racing, goddamn scaring. I got a dream where I'm whipping around in a German. Run up on me, intention to hurt him. Bang up a punt, leave his head top burning. Carry a blade, like I'm a surgeon. Nah, you would never do drills in person, only on text. Let's see how it plays.
Should we do a preview on it? Have you got it on your
Yeah, I
phone?
got it on my files.
Yeah?
I don't even think anyone hasn't even been previewed. I don't even think anyone's
No,
even
let's
heard
leak
of
it.
Yeah.
Sure. This is
Well, then
this
you
is the place to do it. This is the
Live on
special
the
preview, lad.
Well, and you know what? You can clip it like later on and use that as well from the pod.
100%. 100%.
Maybe if I have clips from the
I'll
music
do it,
video,
yeah,
I can
yeah.
send them to
Yeah,
you.
send it through.
By
Yeah.
the time this podcast comes out.
Yeah.
Quick 10-second clip of what the vid looks like.
I mean, shit, I've even got like little clips of us just like walking down Moonta or like doing the things in the car park that people have just sent in and stuff like that. Came
Spin
out pretty
around,
nice.
sick.
Yeah, for
But it's
sure.
good to save that because, like, you know, it's good to hear the audio. I reckon.
For sure.
Leak the audio, save the
Whip it.
clips.
So where'd the name come from?
Shotty
Whip it.
Shane.
Dude, I don't really... Lots of people like come up with a name and then like make music based off that. Like the whole content of that song.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just do whatever and then the most repeated
So
word
whose
I'll
song
use
is
it.
it?
Yeah, he's.
And you're featuring again.
Yeah, me and Fartu featuring F6.
Oh, I have 6 in it too.
Yeah. It's a banger, man. This one's
Told my bitch what I want, let the 6 get it gone. Did all this on my own, they don't know. So I put the line on hold, started working on Young Gold. I fuck a model, then pop a bottle, I hold it up on my lawn. They don't know where I'm gonna go, this bitch wants some more. I put it up on Ghost, another one on my phone. Fuck the phone, switch it up, I pour some more, sip it up. And Shotty gone, lick it up, back around, whip it up.
Whip it, stir that pot, I did it, get that pack and fling it, ring it. The whole crowd sing it, you don't get racks or digits. Spoil my missus, me and my team like figures, aye. And I stack it a lot, hide them racks and bury them.
That's gonna be fun.
Good one. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. The video turned out hard. Like I've even done a couple videos, and I already know, like just now from just filming and stuff like that, that's gonna come out hard, bro. Like even,
Yeah, I'm keen as. I was nervous as fuck for that first video, but I reckon it's gonna turn out sick.
Nah, you're supposed natural in what you do. It's fucking obvious.
That's part
Yeah,
of it.
even when I saw him doing it, I was like, "Fuck, man! First video, good on you, man! Like you're doing fucking well, bro." I was
Did
like,
you do
fuck.
that shit I told you about? When I told you not
What?
to do?
You told me not to bally up.
Yeah, I told you.
'Cause I don't make bally
Because
music.
you're not a fucking, you're not a fucking, like, you know.
I don't know, man. I just got drunk and started dancing around.
Love it, mate. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and that's even when I said I bring like usually when I do my videos I bring like a case for the boys, like just buy a case and just hand out.
It's good for the
beers. Like,
energy.
there you go. It's good for the energy. You know what I
Break
mean?
that
Gets rid
ice.
of nerves. Or some cunts are nervous or some shit. You know, have a couple beers, bro. You know you'll be alright. You know
How many
what I mean?
people were there?
Like 8.
Yeah, that's
10,
sick.
yeah,
At least
like
they
8
came out
to 10,
like, yeah, it's good.
100%.
That's just the boys, eh?
Yeah.
Just like the mates.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's
That's
wicked.
killer.
Tesh. Shout out.
Alright,
Yeah,
when's
shout
that,
out Tesh.
when's that coming out? A week
I
or
don't
two,
know.
you reckon?
Yeah, like
Well,
a week or
that's
two
when,
we'll
that's
get
when
it
the
back.
video's gonna be done, but then I gotta schedule it.
But
There's
even
no rush.
That's the
Can
thing.
you schedule
I
it
even
earlier?
got run up a bag
Yeah.
fucking yesterday, lad. The final product I got it yesterday. Just posted it today.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
the
reckon
goal
I'm
was to
gonna
post on
rush this
Sunday,
one.
but
Well, do you know the thing with like music and like YouTube videos, like especially the podcast, like YouTube videos are a bit different because you want to have a build up, so people are like, yeah, can't wait to watch it. But the podcast, like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make, like get some people keen, then I'll post it. But
You
may
could do that
just
as well.
Fucking post it.
But
Yeah.
you could
Views
get
are views,
clips.
it works. Yeah, it works.
You
But-
could get little clips of like the best bits and throw them up.
Yeah,
and get
like
people
promoting it, no matter if it was a podcast, YouTube video, songs, is always good, man.
But it's
Like,
like,
promoting
that's the
it's
hardest
hard.
thing. Is like, where do you start? Like, for example, a song. You obviously you don't want to put the chorus in or like your hardest bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you
Like
just put like a little snippet.
exactly. Like you see my video that I did for Run Up a Bag,
Yeah,
like that little
snippet.
short one. It was just like the start of the song and then
Oh,
like
who
the
made
first
that?
line or two. The same guy did the same guy filmed the music video.
Yeah, you put a lot of effort in.
I mean, shit, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I
But
know.
yeah,
You're putting it on though.
Yeah,
Like you're making it happen though.
Yeah, I promote.
Yeah.
I try and promote everything hard. When a song comes out, I usually do I'll do ads for it, like go on Instagram and do like Instagram ads for it.
So
But
what's
it's
your
working, man.
Instagram?
Shotty Shane, Shotty from the 6. That's what it's called. Shotty
And-
from the 6.
Yeah. Put it up.
From Does 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Link in the bio for the boys.
Yes, sweet
What's
as.
yours? Just Young Gold.
Young Gold was taken. Did Young Gold 888.
True.
Big, not 999 888.
666.
Juice WRLD, man.
Alright, well, if you want to find the boys, up and coming Adelaide hip hop artists, rappers, or Australian up and coming, or the
Yeah.
world,
worldwide,
Don't
take it worldwide.
lads, the
100%, man,
worldwide
100%.
up and coming artists. So they'll both be in the description. And thanks for coming on, boys. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Pleasure to be here. Straight up.
Good one, man.
Cheers. We'll do it again.
For sure.
We need a
The
few
spill.
episodes.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure. The spill.
The spill.
Shout out the spill.
Cheers, boys. Ciao.